stop hopping. So you gotta start hopping. Now here's what we're gonna do. Gonna get a little blood inside the body. I'm gonna cut this room in half right here. Now when I point over here, this crowd's gonna say teeth. And when I point over here, you're still hopping. You're gonna say beach body. And everybody in the middle is just gonna be confused. And it's about having a plan. These are the two things that a lot of people are missing. And the third little extra bonus move is called accountability. So, if you have those three things in place, then chances are you're going to work out 5 to 7 days a week for the rest of your life, because you understand that when I train today, I am better today, and I am better tomorrow. But if it's sporadic, you end up with a form of exercise bipolar disorder. I feel great, 2 days off. Why do I want to murder my children? I'm going to do plyo. I love my children. 2 days off. Murder, love, murder. No. Because quite often, the reason why a lot of people buy a Beachbody product or drink Shakeology is because they have expectations about their physical appearance in the unforeseeable future. If I do all these things that other people do, then in 30, 60, 90 days, my body's going to go, and then I'm going to feel really good about myself, because I think it's all about my ego and image and other people's opinions about me, and tape measure and scale and dress sizes and blah, blah, blah. So if you're a fitness model, or you're somebody whose ego is out of control, then continue to do that. But for the rest of us that know better, that it's not about how I look in the future, or is it? Maybe a little bit, a little bit. A little bit, okay. I mean, who's kidding who, you know what I'm saying? It's fun to be old and fit, but it's not about what you look like. Thank you. It is a little. It's about who you are. It's about your life journey. It's about your life story. It's about what you're able to do, what you're able to accomplish, what you're able to see, where you're able to go. Who here's lost 15 pounds or more with a Beachbody product? Keep them up. 20, 25, 30 pounds, 35 pounds, 40 pounds. A lot of arms still in there. 50 pounds or more. Whoa. 60, do I hear 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95 pounds. Who's lost over 100 pounds? Beachbody product, here's your hand. Pounds right over here. So think of the people that you were before you lost the weight. People who are sort of floundering and using some silly diet with the hope that you're going to look good in a dress at a wedding in front of a bunch of people come June, because that matters. Because here's what they're going to do. Either way, overweight or you've lost weight. Oh, look at Sally. Wow, she's gained some weight. Oh, what's happening in her life? I'm sure she's in trouble. Or, Sally, she's so skinny, she thinks she's better than me. Bitch. Tip number one, it ain't about what you think is important when it comes to your ego and the aesthetic appearance of your body. It comes down to who you are the day you work out and the day after, because you change not only yourself physically in the future, you change yourself mentally and emotionally now. Think of that feeling that you have, all 14 of you that have done the full P90X yoga routine for an hour and a half and never missed one. Oh, okay, 37. I don't care what the workout is. The feeling that you have prior to the workout, typically, and I'm no different than you are, oh crap, I don't know. The challenge, I want to do the challenge like I want a ball peen hammer square between my eyes. Oh, what's your number, Dave? 40, 20. Oh, that's just so, but when that thing is over, whoa! Repeat! Repeat, 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 5 to 7 days a week for the rest of your life. Figure out what you're going to do and when, write it down and do it. Take a red magic marker, start making X's. 22 X's on that calendar. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 2015, 2030. When you're 109, hang out, smoke a J with me, we'll laugh. But not until then. No, no, no. You got lives to change. You got a community to build. That's what's more important right now. So, it is 5 to 7 days a week for the rest of your life. Hybrid, mostly Mark stuff, and... So the idea here is, when it comes to your fitness, and that's the reason why X2 and X3 have this theme that runs through them. Variety, 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 right? It's not just Pilates, it's not just yoga, it's not just bodybuilding, it's not just cardio. It's a combination of the things that you kind of like, you're pretty good at, and other areas in which you suck. Because you know, those big guys, they love doing this. Oh, yeah, this has value. Oh, dude. I work legs, my pants are very tight. Because the idea here is to become more durable and less vulnerable, and you do that with a mixture of exercises, some of which challenge you. So ladies, it ain't that elliptical. That elliptical is a rehab machine for people who are injured or have 150 pounds to lose. Other than that, it's a piece of garbage that needs to be dragged down to the curb, lit on fire, and watch that bitch burn. Because which do you think has more value? This or learn a skill, get outside of your comfort zone, be really, really, really bad for a long time until you're not, and then you're better, and then that way you're less vulnerable, you're stronger, you're more flexible, and you don't get hurt in the real world. And that's what working out in a variety of ways, 5 to 7 days a week, until we're all 109. First piece of the equation, number 2. And I get the next 3 in 7 minutes. It's about the food, man. There's a healthcare crisis for one reason. Not because we're all getting car accidents and getting shot. It's because we keep making bad decisions when it comes to what our hands do with our food hole. Bad, bad. So if I had a big bunch of pictures back here, variety of different kinds of food, and over here was Red Bull and Doritos. Over here was, you know, whole grains, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. This, unfortunately, as yummy as it is, as satisfying as it is, this manufactured food filled with fat, sugar, salt, and chemicals is going to kill you. Is killing you. It killed your parents and grandparents on some level. And I'm talking bacon and sausage and tons of cheese and soda pop and refined garbage. Raise your hand if you have parents or grandparents with health issues or maybe passed away because of them. Put them up. Those people had sex. They made you, you're them times 2. Nobody. Just say it. So, there are 2 things you control, and here's the crazy thing. Those are the only 2 things you can control. What you put in the food hole and whether you move today. That's it. Traffic, family, work, barometric pressure, temperature, none of it. Can't control any of it. The 2 things you can will change your life, make them better, make you a better coach, a more successful coach, and a happier, more successful, energetic human being willing to explore the earth. Who wants it? Raise your hand if that food thing is hard. Raise it up. Both hands if it's really hard. Of course it is. Of course it is. But, you know, it's a combination of different things that you need to figure out so that it isn't. And if you have a plan and a purpose that is beyond how you want other people to perceive you and really more about how you want to be as a parent
how you want to be as a citizen, how you want to be as a coach, how important that is when it comes to what direction this country is going to go in. Because trust me, the unemployment problem, healthcare problem, it's because we can't control what we put in our food hole. It's that simple. People who eat healthy, whole foods 80 to 90% of the time find solutions for their problems. People who don't are focused on the problem. They are related. It's huge. So, the 3 big meals of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, make them clean. Raise your hand if you had pancakes or waffles with syrup and butter on them in the last week. And if you don't raise your hand, and now you know you did, I read your mind, so don't lie to me. Put it up. Put it up where I can see them. Don't! Stop! It's crap. It's garbage. You know what it is? It's birthday cake. Put a candle in it, blow it out! Just write happy birthday Bill on your freaking pancakes every morning. Because it's not even food! My grandparents and my parents and me, no. Don't pass it on to your kids. Because they're going to have the same problems that you have. It's not food. Get an omelet. Mostly egg whites. Shove as many vegetables in there as possible. Put some avocado on it. Who doesn't like that? If you don't like that, well then just screw it, man, you know. 80 to 90% of the time, that means I got 3 minutes. I know, we wish I could be hanging out all day, right? Really? Yeah. Okay, $100 bills in the mail, come. So that means 10% of the time, chocolate chip cookie. You know? Life's too short. Treat yourself right. Have some fun once in a while. But those 3 meals of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, figure out where to go to get healthy ones. Make sure you're drinking your Shakeology every single day because that's your savior when those times that you can't do it. And figure out how to make healthy food taste good because I like steamed vegetables about as much as you do. Oh, let me have some wax. Oh, wax. Oh, raw carrots. Awesome. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy those for the next 16 years. No! Figure out how to make it taste good. Exercise 5 to 7 days a week. Eat really right. Number 3, supplementation. Shakeology, I already talked about it. But you've got to take supplements to some level. Everybody's different. If you've got somebody doing body beast and somebody doing PIO, different people, different supplements, that's understandable. But here's what good, healthy, whole food mixed with supplements does. It helps your body heal from what you're doing. And it gives you the energy to get in the next day. Because that line, that very fine line between I don't want to and I'm ready to kick some ass is very close. And it has to do with what you put here. Because if you're eating poorly, fat, sugar, salt, and chemicals, on top of your kidneys are those adrenal glands. And those adrenal glands are firing out all that cortisol, that fight or flight hormone. And that means your human growth hormones are going down, your cortisol levels are going up, you're not getting enough sleep, you're eating that crap, and there are these little cells inside of your body that say, give me the stuff I need to grow cancer. Growing cancer. Every piece of crappy sugar, fat, salt, and processed food out of bags and boxes is just feeding that poison in your body. So when you clean it up, you can avoid that because you're going to go because of either environmental, genetic, or some other reason I can't remember. Wow, I forgot. That's scary. More ginkgo, more supplements for me, apparently. I got a minute 20. So it's huge. So that's simple. But the last one isn't sexy. You can't sell it. But I think, to me, it's the most important piece of the puzzle. And that is something called yin energy. You know what yin energy is? Anybody? A lot of times people equate that with female and male energy. But growing our business and working out and driving in traffic and dealing with our family and day-to-day life, the things that we do to survive is typically what I call, or what is known as yang energy. Right? That pendulum, though, if it's going to hang out over here, plyo and traffic and business building and meetings and emails and phone calls and stuff, the things we do to survive has to swing this way. That pendulum has to come this way. And that comes in the form of the one thing that I believe is everything and it requires nothing, and that is 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep every night. So raise your hand if you're one of those people that gets your 8 hours uninterrupted, don't have to go to the bathroom to pee, I'm locked in, sleep like a rock, raise your hand, all 4 of you. That's more than most. Raise your hand if that ain't happening. You're screwed! You can't expect to have all that energy and enthusiasm, build your business, work out on a regular basis, eat really clean, and not get to sleep, because when you're not getting to sleep, you're going to wake up the next morning craving that crap that's going to be part of the problem. There's something called the circadian cycle, and there are 90-minute little waves. Deep sleep, REM sleep, and they go after one after another. And when you cut it short, your brain freaks out, and the next day, workouts are the last thing you want to do, and eating really clean is the last thing you want to do. And all you had to do is turn off the tube, put down your phone, go upstairs or across the hall, and lie in your bed. And if you can't get it that way, then you better learn how to meditate. Anybody meditate? Raise your hand. Who has never meditated a day in your life? Sounds like something that Christians would never know. I can meditate. That's ohms at the end of yoga. That freaked me out. Oh, no, not doing it. So you have to begin to understand that there are a lot of solutions that are outside of your comfort zone that can make you better. The only reason why I'm standing here is because I got out of my blocker, new thing, hater mode, and just opened up myself to opportunities and began to understand what resonated with me and what didn't. And I can tell you this, when I exercise on a regular basis 5 to 7 days a week, I'm better. It's not about how I look in the future, only a little, but it's about who I am, what's my life journey, what's my desire to go out in the world and help other people, because I understand there's a healthcare crisis, I understand there's a lot of people who are struggling, and I want to be part of something that makes me happy, and it ain't about me. It's about what I can do to get my act together so I can spread the news, because that makes me happy. When you're rock climbing, you can't be sad and depressed. When you're helping somebody grow their business, you can't be sad and depressed. When you're doing something where it's about somebody else, or you're enjoying the benefits from your hard work, it's hard to be happy, unhappy and depressed. It's almost impossible. Unhappy and depressed folks sit at home in the dark. They're not outside rollerblading and skating and mountain biking and skiing, and they're not talking to people who need your help. That's the direction you need to be going. I work out because it changes my brain, it changes me mentally, emotionally, so I can be more productive. I eat right because I understand that I don't want to be part of the problem, and that food is medicine and other food is poison. I know the difference. I'm going to try to do pretty well 80 to 90% of the time. And number 3 is supplements. I want to heal and I want energy to come back. Last but not least, the one thing that is almost everything requires your ability just to chill. So, who has a TV in their bedroom? Raise it up. Get it out! That room is for 2 things. So get your TV out. Get your phone out. Get a pillow that doesn't make your head messed up. You're coaches, you make a few extra bucks. Get a decent pillow. Buy some bamboo sheets. Get a perfect mattress. Make your sanctuary just right so your body can heal, so you can wake up the next day, not crave that crap, have a bunch of energy, and do jumpy tucks all you want. All right? So, thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, for working hard.